This is Terry Cleaver here reporting for Dover Community Radio here at the Dover Regatta. It's Sunday the 15th of August and here we are at the Channel Swimming Association stand. And here with me I have Michael Reed, who's going to tell us a little bit about the Channel Swimming Association. So Michael, how many people have actually swum the channel now?
Something like about 770.
It's quite a few, isn't it?
But over 125 years, that works out at less than 7 a year. Currently, we have something like 25 to 30 swimmers do a solo each year.
So is there quite a big training regime they have to do before they go out there to swim the channel?
There is no doubt that swimming the English Channel is equivalent to an Everest attempt, and a lot more in actual fact, and you have to put many years of training in before you become a channel swimmer. And I would certainly recommend people to join the British Long Distance Swimming Association, work their way up from 1, 2, 5, 10, 22 mile swims, and then when you've got to that level you're ready for the channel.
Could you tell us a little bit about those who have swum the channel recently?
Well, I think the most famous person to have done it recently was David Walliams in the last few years. And he did it in 10 hours 29 minutes and raised huge sum of money for charity. And that's something that we overlook, that our swimmers go to enormous lengths to achieve their personal ambition of getting to France, but also of helping other people, and they raise vast sums of money for charity. It's quite amazing how many swimmers we have raising funds for good causes.
What are the some of the charities that they have raised money for?
Absolutely anything and everything. We have Mike Jennings here on the stand today, and we're helping him sell his book, Believe It or Not. Now, Mike swam the channel in 1960 and again in 1966. And he's raising money for the Eleanor Lyons Hospice in Gravesend. And that's just one example.
There's many different charities they do it for.
They do it for everything and anything, I think. I mean, again, the swimmers are coming from all over the world. We've got people from the United States, from Japan, from Australia here. All come for this very great challenge.
Could you tell us why they're so interested in trying to conquer the channel?
It is magical. Dover is magical. The English Channel is magical. And it's different from all the other swims, not because of its distance, but because of its unpredictability. It's constantly changing. We have very experienced pilots, 7 very experienced pilots, who the swimmers rely on to get them across. They operate the escort boats, and you need their support. They choose the day, the window, the tide. All these factors have to be borne in mind when setting out. And if you'd woken up this morning at 6 o'clock, and I'm sure you didn't, you would have looked out of your window and thought, gosh, this is a nice day. And here we are at 1 o'clock. Unfortunately, the wind is blowing quite dramatically, and yet we were forecast a nice day. Where is it? It's blowing a gale out there.
There's a lot of work that the pilots have to do to plan the route, then, is there, so the swimmers can go out and cross the channel?
They are very dependent on the pilots. The pilot is absolutely crucial. And my advice to all our swimmers is trust our pilots and follow the boat and keep swimming. Just put one arm in front of the other until you touch the sand the other side, and then walk ashore. There are so many hazards. the wind, the cold, the jellyfish. Someone was telling me they were training the other day and they're not sure whether they got bashed in the stomach by a seal or a dolphin. It took the wind out of them, but they didn't see it. Things happen. The smell of the diesel from the boats upsets you. Seasickness upsets you. Feeding is tricky. The 600 tankers and large boats that are going through the channel each day have to be avoided. The 100 or so ferries going across have to be avoided. And all these boats are producing a huge wash themselves. So you've got the waves and the washes as well as everything else.
Could you tell us a little bit about what the Channel Swimming Association actually do?
The Channel Swimming Association was founded in 1927 specifically to authenticate swims and to help swimmers achieve their dream. At that time there was an awful lot of money in channel swimming, and a number of people pretended to do it and claimed they had done it, and it was quite obvious that they hadn't done it, and so we were set up to authenticate swims, and that's what we do now. We focus on helping people, registering them, appointing an independent observer for their swim, and providing that they stick to our very simple rules, which we have upheld ever since Webb did the channel. If they do that, they will join us and have their name added in the handbook, and will be remembered forever, hopefully.
So they go down in history.
They go down in history. And at the moment, as I said, something like 770 swimmers have gone down in history.
So is there any way that people can get in touch with you to find out more?
Of course they can. We have a website, www.channelswimmingassociation.com, all one word, and that lists all the swimmers who swum the channel. It lists all the relays and gives you a vast amount of advice and help on swimming the channel and training, about our pilots, about the boats, about our past presidents, and we try and make it as interesting and stimulating as possible.
Thanks very much, Michael.
You're welcome.
Thank you.